So this is the part 2 of the video for interior exterior angles. So we just did these interior angles, so let's go ahead and look at the exterior ones. So important thing about the exterior angles is that they're always supplementary to their adjacent interior angles. So supplementary is something we haven't talked about in a while, but in case we don't remember what that is, that does mean that they are equal to 180 degrees. And what they mean by their adjacent interior angles, again, if they form a straight line, then they will be supplementary. So for example, if we look at this straight line right here, those will equal to 180. If we look at this straight angle or this straight line right here, oops, then those two will also equal 180. And lastly, if we look at this straight line right here, that will also equal to 180 degrees. So here, all we have to do is actually pretty simple. So all we do is subtract the other half from 180. So if these two make up 180, all we have to say is 180 minus 79, and that does end up being 101 degrees. So 101. Do the same thing here. We say 180 minus 40. That does end up being 140 degrees. And one more time, we would say 180 minus 61. That does end up being 119. So now that we have found all our exterior angles, to find the sum of the exterior angles, all we gotta do is add these up. So we can take our calculator, let's clear this. We could say it was 101 plus 140 plus 119. And that does end up being 360. So when we add all of those up, we do have our sum of exterior angles to equal 360 degrees. So for quadrilateral, that was for a triangle. For quadrilateral, we would work the exact same way. So we would say this is a straight line. We would say that is a straight line. This is a straight line. And this is a straight line. So all of these would be supplementary to each other. So these equal 180, these equal 180, these equal 180, and those equal 180. So we would do 180 minus 124, 180 minus 76, 180 minus 89, and then 180 minus 71. I encourage you to pause this video, give all of these a try, and then come back and add them up for the sum of exterior angles, and I'll check back with you in a second. So hopefully you gave these a shot on your own, and these are the angles that you should have gotten. One thing that I hope you picked up on is that when we did the sum of exterior angles for all of these, we did end up getting 360 for each and every single one. What that means is that, so in conclusion, the sum of the exterior angles of any polygon is 360. So the sum of the exterior angles of any polygon is 360 degrees. That is of any polygon, no matter how many sides it has. You can have one side, you can have a billion sides. They all will end up being 360 degrees. But of course, this is just for exterior angles only. Don't apply this to the interior angles, that's different. All right, let's move on and practice a couple of these. So it says, what is the measure of each exterior angle? So this is each exterior angle, aka just each of them individually. Each exterior of a regular hexagon. So hexagon, if we look at our notes, that does mean that our n will be 6 because a hexagon does have 6 sides. So because we are looking for these individually, our equation would be s divided by n, where s is the sum of the exterior angles, because we are talking exterior, divided by the number of sides. So in our previous video, we did that whole equation because we were looking for interior angle. So we would have said n minus 2 times 180. In this case, because this is exterior, 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 that's always going to be 360. As we found, any exterior angles of any polygon will be equal to 360. All we do here is divided by 6, and this is it. That's all you have to do. Do not waste your time and do something else that's only for interior angles. Please be real careful and see what they have asked you to do. So in this case, it'll be 60 degrees. If we look at 24gon, s over n, we are just talking each angle, so just one of them individually. Again, it doesn't matter how many sides it has. It could be 6, it could be 24. It's always going to equal 360 degrees if we're talking exterior angles. So divided by 24, put that in your calculator and you will have your answer. I think it's 15 degrees in this case. For number 7, it's a little bit different because we will be working backwards. Usually we are looking for that degree measure. In this case, it says the exterior angle of a regular polygon measures 12 degrees. In this case, they've already given us the degrees. How many sides does the polygon have? Same equation, except we're working backwards this time. So usually we have sum of exterior angles divided by the number of sides, and it does give us a blank number of degrees. So here let's fill out the stuff that we have. So we do have our sum of exterior angles, which is 360. Do we know the number of sides? No, we do not. So that's going to be my x. But I do know how much each of those angles individually add up to, or measure. That's 12 degrees. So we are looking for our x, we are looking for our number of sides. So let's put this over 1 and let's do our butterflies. Butterfly here, butterfly there. 12 times x, that does equal 12x. 360 times 1, that does equal to 360 degrees. Last step to solve for our x, let's divide both sides by 12. And when we do that, we know that we have 30 sides. So this would be a 30gon. Number 8, it's going to work the exact same way because we are talking exterior angle. And it does measure 40 degrees. So we're actually going to set it up the exact same way. So we would say s over n equals a blank number of degrees. We do know the sum of exterior, that is 360. We don't know how many sides it has, but we do know that each of them individually measure 40 degrees. So I'm going to put that over 1. We're going to cross multiply. So that would be 40x equal to 360. Divide both sides by 40. And you actually end up getting x is equal to 9. So we have 9 sides. That's actually a nonagon. That's 9 sides. And that is our answer. So if you have any questions, again, come to me, ask, and we will get these questions solved.